Hi folks, Mr. Egg here. I am the boss of Le Pub and also Milk, my two bars here on Soy Diamond. For a while now on this channel, we haven't gone around my manor, so to speak, which is Walking Street. It's May 2023 and one or two things have changed, and so I'd like to take you around for an update on Walking Street. If you want to press like and subscribe, I'll let you do that as well. To start off here in Soy Diamond, where there's a lot happening, including the big news, which is that the original Windmill, Windmill 1 as it is now called, has now reopened, which is right over here. Now it's not open at the moment. We're a little bit shy to come when there's customers around and so on and so forth, but Windmill 1 has opened about 2 weeks ago, so you have a choice of your Windmill entertainment. You can go Windmill 1 or Windmill 2 over there. Those of you who remember, Windmill 2 used to be Annabelle's. Before that it was Diamond a Go-Go. So it's there. And another place that has opened recently, more to do with accommodation in this area, is Swiss Food. It's got new owners and the Swiss Food is open. Check it out on booking.com and Agoda. You can stay there. There's some really good rooms there, including jacuzzi rooms that have all been refurbished. It's taken a long time, the refurbishment, but it's open now. It is open for food, but only for breakfast at the moment, which is mainly for the patrons that are staying there. But you can get a breakfast all day at Swiss Food. So that's good news. And there's even more happening on Soy Diamond down here. We've just passed Carousel. The biggest video I ever did, and I mean big, was about Carousel Ladyboy Bar, and there were rumours about that we might be re-entering, stop it, Carousel for a second dabble. So that sounds good. If you want to look out for that video. Heaven on Diamond has reopened. Many people will know this used to be Heaven above a Go-Go for, I think about 2004. It closed about 3 months before COVID closed everything down, and Heaven above, the original operators and the original name, has now moved just off Soyber Cow, and by all means very successful. This bar has been bought. It's called Heaven on Diamond, and there are about 15 to 20 girls there every night. It is upstairs, so if you're a bit shaky walking up the stairs, it was always a bit of a laugh getting up them steps after you have to have a few beers anyway. The format is much the same as it was before, but it's reopened, and really Soy Diamond is looking really spectacular at the moment, including this now. Yes, it's closed, but this is the bar that so many people tell me when they first came to Thailand, they stayed at a Diamond Beach hotel, which is just to your left, and the first bar they ever came to was the famous Carousel. Yes, with the carousels spinning in opposite directions, and you could take a look around, and if you remember, I think it was Super Baby a Go-Go was there, which is now Coco. Carousel Go-Go, Super Girl a Go-Go was over there. I might get those names mixed up, but you understand. And you used to looking at all the girls and the customers coming in and out. It was great. It's been opened, it's been refurbished, open for a while. It's been closed again, and it's going through a second refurbishment now. And although it is quite dark, you can't see. They've taken away the bar area, the service bar area at the bottom, and they've installed a stage. There's going to be live music there, and they've put like a big screen, electronic screen at the back, which will all be looking very modern. So this bar, which has been open since 1970 here on Soy Diamond, is going to be reopened and looking very modern. It's going to be called Aussie Bar. They have changed the name from Carousel. And just one more thing to tell you about here on Soy Diamond, and that is the bar that was previously called the Sea. After that, I think it was Diamond Sports Bar. It has now been opened, and opened by the same people that own Coco a Go-Go, which is a massive Go-Go here on the left hand side as you walk in from Walking Street, and it's called Coke. no problems with the name, I'm sure, from any multinational companies there. So I actually spoke to the mama-san of that bar yesterday, who used to work with me, and she says it's very nice. She's obviously going to say good things about it. Haven't been inside. One of the things I was going to say was I don't go inside a lot of go-go's on Walking Street, so I'm not necessarily the best guide. And the reason for that is I have now got my bar Milk, which is kind of a go-go, and we certainly recruit go-go style dancers of that quality. And I just, you know, there's a lot of jealousy in the industry. I just don't want to get accused of going into bars, chatting to the girls, trying to get them to work in my bar. So to stop all of that, I just don't go out anymore. But what I do is listen to a lot of what you, the customer, are telling me about what's going on in the bars. So Coke, that's been open maybe about 2 or 3 days now. Let's see how that goes. Let us, by magic, go onto Walking Street, which is just getting a buzz here about 6 o'clock in the evening, and let's see what's going on. So a lot of people asking me what is Pattaya like at the moment, what's Walking Street like, is it busy or not? And I have to say, if you'd have asked me that question at the end of March, I would have said very, very quiet. I'm very happy to report that April was quite a good month. It was very popular, of course, with Songkran, the water festival, and also the fact that I went back to England. I don't know if that was a correlation, but everybody, all my bar owner friends were saying that it was quite busy during then. Looking at Easter, that was very busy as well. So maybe a lot of people saving up for the Easter holidays, and it's been quite good. Now I have to say things dropping off slightly. I saw a picture that my friend Neville sent me from Suvarnabhumi Airport immigration today at about 4 p.m. Okay, not the busiest time, but it was completely empty, zero. I'll put that picture up for you. And also a friend of mine who was flying in from the Middle East on virtually an empty plane as well. So things seem a little bit quiet. I went to a McDonald's today that was absolutely dead during COVID. It closed and it opened again. It's been quite busy, and then today for the first time I went and there were no customers in it. I was the only customer, which I quite like, getting the service. Right, back to Walking Street. Who remembers the big fire from about 18 months ago? Nasher Club here, very, very popular Indian disco, part of the big Nasher group, which has several properties here around this area. This seems to have sprung back to life. Not sure, we haven't got an opening time for it, and maybe they're holding out for bigger and better times in the month of, obviously, Indian customers. They're not necessarily coming over at Christmas time because it's not a big festival for them in that part of the world. So I'm not sure when they're going to open. They have got an interesting kind of food market outside, which is selling all kinds of traditional Thai food, etc., etc. But it looks good from outside. They've got the metal frame. Not sure how much they've got going on inside, but Nasher will be open soon again. I must admit, past the big tree, which we all talk about just before you get to Living Dolls, past the tree, most of the businesses then become Indian, for Indian patrons and also Russians as well. So it's not really worth doing too much down here. This Russian disco here gets quite busy every night. I love to see the Russians bopping around, listening to what sounds like a playlist from the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm not quite sure, but it gets very busy and it looks a lot of fun. If you want to meet some crazy Russian girls, you can go there, or maybe even go to this place, which is open. A lot of people are saying this was closed. It was reported as closed. Crazy Russian Girls. What a great name for a bar. But that is open and doing quite good business as well. Forever blind bubbles. Ibar is still a favourite of everybody, you know. Nightclubs come and go in other locations, Western-based nightclubs anyway. But Ibar and Insomnia upstairs is still the king in my opinion, although a new kid on the block from most of the owners of Ibar have set up Myst, M-Y-S-T, which is a little bit hidden away, but if you get to Ibar and look for the sign, it's over to the left and away from the seaside. Maybe one time a new location for another bar, who knows? But that's that. And I have to say, I'm not really one to go to the nightclubs because I'm a bit old, but everybody says that Ibar is still rocking it all these years later. You might remember a video I did during COVID where I was looking at certain shops and bars that were empty and for rent, and how interesting it would be to see how much they were going for during COVID. I got a lot of stick for that video. Are you mad opening a bar during COVID? And I must admit, during then it was a bit of a gamble. But now things are a lot better, and I always say this area here of Walking Street is the highest rented, the highest priced real estate in the whole of Pattaya. So many customers pass here. This is the old Soy Happy. Part of the Happy group was a bar here which was selling sake, the Japanese liqueur, after dinner liqueur. It was kind of a Japanese themed beer bar, didn't really take off. It's been closed for a long time. We did ask how much it would have been to rent it. Never really got a proper answer on that, but somebody has rented it, and guess what? It's a cannabis shop. So you'll see a lot of these springing up on Walking Street. Interesting to see what happens to the future of the sale or decriminalisation of cannabis after the election that took place this weekend. No real firm kind of facts that we can give you about that, other than there are governments being formed at the moment, and cannabis is one of the talking points that will come around that. So it's a wait and see really. But as you walk around, not only will you see a lot of cannabis shops, but you'll also have a certain aroma in the air, which you may like. I personally don't, but it's definitely part of the feel of Walking Street now. So the light is slowly fading, so we're going to wrap up the video here from Walking Street. I hope you've enjoyed our little walk around here in May 2023. Just to leave you with a couple of big new openings since we've last been here. Excess Gogo has opened in the old nightclub which used to be called Miami, and it was there for a long time. Real old timers will remember Alcatraz Gogo. Well, they've completely stripped it out and done it, and some people are saying that it's now the #1 go-go bar on Walking Street, although bars like Sapphire, which is on Soy 15, might argue with them there. But it's now being branded as Excess by Pinup. In fact, it's the same owners as Pinup, and some of the girls that used to work at Pinup are now working there, and they've taken on a lot of new girls as well. Next door, in what used to be Annabelle's and a little shop that sold flip-flops and an ice cream shop, they put it all together and it's called Ivy Go-Go. Now personally, I think it's the worst logo that I've ever seen, because I can't read the word Ivy out of that, but maybe your eyes are better than mine, I don't know. But anyway, Ivy is open, same owners as the Moon Go-Go, very big in there, and yeah, quite a lot of girls, and so it might be a place to check out. Of course, opposite both of them, and you might be able to hear, they're cranking up their sound system at the new Frogland complex. This is the future of beer bars. Looks fantastic, great sound and lights, lots of people going in there. It's where a lot of casual people are going just to sit and drink. A few girls there that can keep you company as well, so definitely worth a visit here. Just maybe 200 metres from the entrance to Walking Street. That's it from me, Mr. Egg. Thanks for watching. If you want to see me, I'll see you on Soy Diamond at my bar Le Pub, and at 8 PM at my new bar Milk. But until then, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.